I've traveled a fair amount.
You went to Kenya.
I did, yeah. I went to Kenya. I was 17 years old.
That's pretty cool.
I was supposed to be 21, but they made an exception for me. So I was like the young kid that went.
Yeah.
And I was surrounded by adults, and I was there for about 32 days roughly. And when we first arrived there was a strike. There was a strike on the airline.
Oh, no.
So we didn't get any of our bags until like 7 days later.
Were your underwear filthy?
Oh my gosh, we were so gross. Everyone was just miserable and pissed off at the very beginning because it was just so gnarly to be that in a foreign country like that, covered in dirt and just gross.
I went to Thailand for a month when I was 19 and we were traveling real cheap. I mean, we were paying $2 a night for hostels, that kind of stuff.
Right.
And then we just had backpacks with us. It was very typical, gap year traveling to Thailand. But it's because it was cheap. Once you get the flights, you couldn't get around that country so cheap.
Really?
Yeah, we were paying $2 a night for a place to stay. And then I remember one night we were like splurging and paid $3 a night because we had air conditioning in that place. So we were like, ooh, bowling. But we did a lot of like washing in the sinks for our clothes.
Is $3 a night the cost of rent or the cost of everything?
That was like the cost of the room.
Okay, so you still have to spend 50 cents on food.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe like $1 on food.
It's almost like, what are we doing? It's almost like we should go to Thailand and make podcasts and write it out.
No, seriously, and it's a beautiful country. My first night...
Marvin rolls his eyes. You're not coming, man. Fuck you.
No Thailand trip for Marvin. My first night, I was supposed to meet my friends there, and my friends were coming from Vietnam because they've been in Vietnam, so they were going to come meet us there. And one of them got really sick, so they couldn't travel. So I just stuck for 2 nights in Bangkok.
Wow.
And then luckily, my mum had been like, please just book a hotel for your first night in Bangkok. And it was a basic hotel. I think that hotel was like $10 a night. But it was like, I had my own room, right? She was like, because I don't want you getting to Bangkok and having nowhere to stay. So at least if like you have a place to stay for the first night, you'll be okay. So I did that, landed there, went to pay for my hotel, realized I'd forgotten my debit card, like my only card for money back in England.
Oh my God.
And I was like, fuck. And I had a lot of time money with me. Not a lot. Maybe I had like $20 of time money with me, right? And luckily... I phoned my parents and I was like, I've really fucked up. I'm in Thailand and I have no money. And the hotel, my mum could wire money to pay for the hotel. So I just paid it back when I got to England.
Wow.
And then she sent money to my friend who was coming to meet me. And we just used her card. We just split it the entire trip.
Wow.
And then for that, my friend came to meet us and we were like, okay, we'll go to the coast. Because we like Bangkok, but we wanted to go see more of the country. So we got on this bus, right? And this bus drives you for 7 hours out to the coast to Thailand. And then they just drop you off at like 3 a.m. at a gas station in the middle of nowhere.
What?
Just drop you off. And they're like, the boat will come soon. There's a bunch of us just sitting, maybe like 30 of us just at this gas station. It was like a 7-Eleven and they had food and stuff, but there was nowhere to sleep. You were outside. So we were just sitting on these benches like for about 4 hours. Finally, the boat arrives to the coast, and then we got on the boat, and we paid like $5 for the boat, I think, and then that takes us to the island. Just for like 5 hours, all of us were just like, well, we're in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing around. It was fun, It was an adventure.
I've always wondered what it would be like to set up a business like that for Americans in a different country, right? And leverage the American dollar versus the dollars you have to spend to live there, right? Like something, Costa Rica.
I've always wanted to go. I've never been.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.